Alright guys, welcome back. Turn 17. Now I'm already seeing this. Look at that. Look at his movement here. Pretty smart, right? So this is AOWe. He's a high elf druid, right? We've been kind of chasing him down for the past couple turns, and then if you missed it, you might want to go back to last turn because we kind of got diverted here, and he did a sneaky move back around the bend this way. Now let's see this. He won a battle. I think this is the production resources, so look at that. He won it with ease. Didn't even lose the spider. You want to watch that? Let's watch that real quick. Now, wow, there's that. That's the, that's this hero, Freya the Star. She's a Frostling Druid, and she comes with this. This is her special talent. She has Ice Nova. Wow, okay. You know, I mentioned earlier, I think when we first saw this hero, we talked about how... Oh wow, what the... We talked about how it's a bit counterintuitive, right? It's a bit counterintuitive for a... Oh, and the battle's hanging. Let's just X out. As I was gonna say, sorry guys, that hero, you know, the druid has the longbow, and so it's a bit counterintuitive, right? She has Ice Nova, which is like a melee range thing. You saw she ran up, but then she has the longbow. Actually, I just realized that's pretty good in this format, right? In auto combat, it's good that she. I mean, it depends, right? But the fact that she's soaking the damage for the actual fallible units, like these guys. Anyways, let's come back to this. Let's kind of like get an overview, and then we'll come back and decide what we want to do. Okay, so we got a battering ram out here. The reason why is we wanted a bit of a tank because the dire bear spawned. So this stack just spawned out of the monster den here. Now it did come this way. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold this, right? Hopefully the ram can kind of hold the bear off while our jesters... Now the nice thing about the jester, right? They have fireworks. This has a chance to panic the animals. If the animal gets panicked, it will flee the battle and actually try to retreat. So it's very good for us. The ram is also 100% resistant to the blight damage, so that's going to be nice too. Hopefully these guys attack the ram. What do we produce next? Do we want another ram, or... I mean, there's a good chance we get attacked next turn. We also need to have enough damage, right? Like, the ram doesn't do much damage. The ram has a single attack. One attack per turn. They're also very expensive, right? It's like an 8 gold upkeep versus the 4 for these guys. I'm not sure. We'll come back to that, but I'm kind of thinking maybe get some more damage in. And now the adventurer also has Animal Slayer, right? So it's more damage. It's good. Good. Okay, over here. We position the Night Watchman here thinking like, okay, maybe we can send him out this way. Do we still look to do that? Maybe. Maybe, right? And then here we're camped. We just took those the scoundrels that came out of here. They had taken our outpost. We just liberated that. Now let's keep we are keeping tabs on the Draconian Dreadnought in the north. This is sswdidi, right? Because we've left ourselves open, right? This is very risky play that we're doing. We've looked to be aggressive early. We're we're engaged with AOWe, this other player, and we're open here. We're also vulnerable to this other player in the east. But the scrolls still haven't been taken, right? That's kind of a good sign. It's telling me that he's maybe not over here. There's not much sign of him. That's good. We're taking that risk. Now, we have been checking. Go to the diplomacy screen and let's see if the Dreadnought has contact with the Rilliine. No, it does not. So that's great, right? That tells us what we need to know. He has met the Frostlings, but not our neighbor. So it tells me that his army's not here. He hasn't met them. There's no drone or anything. Could sneak a drone through here, but I think we're going to be okay. We finally kind of recouped, and we have defenders and everything. Okay. Spells. How we can actually get a drone at in one turn. Is there any use for that? Could plop a drone down here, right, at this city, and then hit the berries and get way out here. Why would I want to do that, though? We could keep tabs on the Dreadnought in the north. We could also get a drone out here. Now this, we're kind of lucky. We're trying to vassalize this, right? But we know that he has hunters, right? He had at least one hunter that reclaimed, and could have more coming down. He could take this out at any moment. We should be trying to defend it, maybe. No, that's still a vassal. What do we want to do here? Let's get down to business, right? So the fact that we know he had a swordsman, right? And look at that. That does give us some info. I mean, it's just interesting, right? Continue on its path. That means that at the end of his turn, he's clicked probably over here, right? The way he's facing. He's looking across the mountains. He can actually take here next turn. Now the swordsman is missing, and the spider. They probably didn't have the move points maybe to get here, right? This is mountains cost 14, so that's 28. Well, the swordsman has 28, so does the spider has like 32. So it's not enough starting from like here. He was here or here. So they're sitting here, I'm assuming. We're not going to be able... Well, we can actually do this. This is actually interesting, right? This is kind of a mistake, maybe. If he's positioned here, we do ourselves have the move points to hit that hex, right? We can hit the hex here, which means the battle will take place here in a circle. Adjacent hex rule, right? So we position here. We can do this, guys. The question is, do we? It's actually, in some sense, to our benefit. It's kind of a good thing because the weaker units will be starting closer to us, right? We're engaging immediately. The weaker units, his main army, his main stack is back here. They have to run up. So the idea is maybe we get these guys, take them out quickly. Now they're running up. Now they're down to 2 men. Yeah. It's kind of the opposite of what I was thinking would happen this turn. I was thinking like maybe he would embark, right? We were thinking if he gets seafaring research in, the basic seafaring, he could have embarked, right? If he had planned this, right? Maybe he didn't, but if he did, he can embark, and we would not have been able to follow. What I was expecting to happen was that, and then we're going to have to like backtrack. There's no point following because there's no way we're going to get that research in time. Now we're just sitting here on the coast, waiting, and he's already gotten away. He's already crossed the lake here. Anyways, it's looking like we're going to do this. Now, we can actually check here before we even waste our move points, right? Because we may still want to, we can check. We know he was low on mana last turn, but he still could have summoned another animal if he had sold his artifact. So, this is an artifact. Halfling's Party Kit. So he still has that. He hasn't sold that. We know he he had this, the Spear of Jungle Dweller. So he still has that. He didn't sell anything, it looks like. He could have sold, maybe there's some other stuff we can't see, right? But it looks promising. I mean, I don't see why we don't do this here. So we're attacking. We have 10 versus his 7. So we outnumber. The cavalry are charging in. That's good. These are kind of like charging in. They are weak to the frost. We've kind of been over this before. We've kind of been thinking about this these past several turns. What is worrisome here is he has he has some tools at his disposal, right? He has charm. Which means, you know, he can turn the tide of the fight, right? If he gets the charm off on, like, a hero, or even a cavalry, now he has the cavalry on his side. Same thing here. He has befriend animal. Well, the hounds are animals, so he can befriend the hound. So that it evens the fight, right? 10 and then 7. If he gets those 2 off, now it's what, 9? And 8. So he actually outnumbers us at that point. Kind of interesting. She's going to want to run up again like we just saw and use that Ice Nova, probably. That's not good for the hounds, right? The hounds are going to... they have a frost weakness. He can panic the hounds, too. So that's a bit worrisome. But we kind of talked about how... Isn't this interesting? Like, maybe the AI isn't smart enough to do that, right? Because it has a fire component, a fire channel. The hounds are completely resistant to that. So maybe the AI won't opt for it. That would be to our benefit. The morale isn't too high, so that's good. I mean, I really am leaning towards doing this, guys. Yeah. You know, in fact, we may want to just summon the drone here and use it as like a decoy. Let's use our druid to run up. Our druid has the higher vision range than the other heroes. It's a good idea to use him first. Oh, wow. They're not even here. What? Oh, wow. So we can't catch him. Or am I mistaken? They can't reach. It's smart of him. Look at this, guys. So he thought about this. Can he reach? He can reach. Oh, wow. So maybe he disbanded them or moved them here. This is very smart of him. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot again, perhaps, because we're wasting our hero's move points, and, well, he can cross there. Look at that. But he can still get us there. But if we stay a bit outside, that's pretty cool, right? Because the druid, we did give him free movement. So he's actually crossing the mountains at 6. 6 per hex. Put him here. Bilba can reach, so our heroes can reach. But the cavalry can't. It's kind of doomed. We can't do it. Yeah. Oh, wow. And maybe it's a mistake to keep pushing here, right? So we're back to where we started. We're back to where we said, like, we need to go back around now. It's not the worst thing. Like, I think our plan now is to kind of keep him down here in the corner. We separate him off from his empire and just keep him contained in this region, and then we keep building up, right? and then he can hit here. So how do we want to do this? Run this way. I mean, he's just stuck, right? Like, so we move here. He may not even see us, and then he moves here, thinking like, aha. Well, you know, we collapsed. And then we just collapse on him. If he moves back, it does kind of suck because he's going to be able. He has this stuff to clear, but he's just stuck in the corner. But again, he can eventually get the that seafaring research off and kind of make a run this way. And he can even escape in the cave. So, like, the game's not over for him by any means. He might lose the Empire here, but he can, like, start anew. He can escape. That's a bit tough, like, you know, because it makes you wonder if maybe he's tucked away those other 2 units down here, and it's like, it's tempting to want to get them, right? It's tempting because then he, you know, if they're tucked away down here, then he comes back. But then if we let him get through here, that's even worse. That's even worse. See, the other thing is, you know, you have to think about the fact that he has Explorer. See this? That's the Explorer spec. If he's smart about it, he'll probably capture here if he does. With his floating unit, it's not hindered, right? So take here. Well, once he captures this, it has a 2-hex vision range. So he'll see that we're standing right here and then be like, oh, nope. We're not going to go this way. We're going to go back here. What exactly is back here? Just these 2 for sure that we know. The trading post and the mine. We could consider clearing this, maybe, right? Like, we're not in any danger anymore, and he's, like, here, so it's kind of like a standoff, so take this and then move here, and then we heal up. We're healing over the next turn. Get this thing out of the way, right? We'll have to do it at some point. It's not too bad, but what sucks is this has lifesteal too, right? So, and then we have we have some ranged, but this has some frost damage too. What the heck? The hounds really don't like that. And then we're all charging in and like taking damage, and they're lifestealing off of us. It's like, her musket has a cooldown. I don't like that, man. We could lose somebody here, but what about these guys? We can bring them in. But then well, it's not the worst thing. They're not available here, though, if he takes. But they are available here, right? We bring them up here to defend. That could be smart. Yeah, it's a huge mistake to move here. Unfortunately. Okay, points. We have no points. What about the spells? Are we gonna really do this? We have Fireball. That's pretty cool. Um, we're losing our morale. That's really bad for the halflings, of course, and then it's phasing in, and you have that to worry about. I'm like traumatized by this kind of stuff, guys. Like I think I've, I think maybe we'll be okay, but it's like this lifesteal has really bitten me before, for sure. This guy would be great, right? His fire damage is welcome here. Maybe that's an idea. Bring him here. Leave him out. We don't need all this. Is overkill. We maybe don't need them here if he like goes all the way. But this is pretty smart of him, right? Like I respect this, what he did here. You know, he wasn't stupid. He didn't leave this vulnerable. You know, we could have ended it here, but he didn't. So he's not going to be so rash to run in here. He's going to, like, take his time and... You know, if I move here, he takes... We can't do that. We can't have that. We have to be here and keep him cornered here. So he gets to take this. He's leveling up. He's a high level. Wait a minute. Level 5. I feel like this was higher before. Level 5. Was that a bug? I feel like he was a higher level. I feel like I looked... Unless I'm just crazy, guys. Am I crazy? I feel like in the past couple turns we looked at him and it was like level 7. What? It's not as huge of a gap as I thought. That's a bit weird, yeah. The hounds need to be... Well, the hounds are actually... Actually, you know, the hounds are really great here. They have a blight resistance, so they're... The only fear is this thing. Wow, wow. I'm a bit torn because, like, on one hand, I want to give the halfling, you know, the riders here boost their luckiness, but at the same time, I want to be giving a high morale to the hounds and let them kind of frontline. But then at the same time, this thing's going to jump in, and then maybe it hits one of them. That's going to hurt. Fire weakness. He has a defense command. We have to just keep him. We have to just keep him back in here. Yeah. Okay. So let's. This is a. That's fertile plains. That's great. So I think we're gonna clear this, guys. So go ahead and I think I want to bring him in. So do that. Bring this guy over. Give him the. Definitely put Bilba here. That's for sure. So now he's has the best morale possible. Boom. Yeah. So he's gonna hurt. And then, I mean, I guess we keep him in the back. Now the question is, do we put the hounds in the back? Like, we're gonna attack this way, I think. So, yeah, definitely with the two flyers, right? You got to watch out for that. These are going to be flying in. You need to keep that jester as far back as possible, right? So we're going to be attacking this way. This is the flank. Put him on flank, right? He has defense command. And then now we got to make that decision. Who, he has minus 100. Look at that. So this isn't even going to help. That only brings him up to plus 100, and that doesn't do anything for him. He's not benefiting from that morale bonus. So keep him here on the flank, I guess. We have 4 slots. Put the hounds in the... Maybe we put the hounds on the flank, right? Maybe that is a good choice, right? At least they get the defense buff going in, and they have the blight protection, so maybe they get hit with this by this Banshee, but at least they're frontlining their blight damage. And maybe we do put the pike on the flank with them. Because, you know, he's a bit weak, but he's a pikeman, so he's got the pike square, he's got the polearm. He's doing extra damage, +4 against the flyers, the wyvern and the this carrion bird. Fireball. Now, the question is, do we go for the fireball would be good here, actually. Fireball's, like, very good. But maybe we want to get summoning another hound, right? What can a drone do for us? We could summon a drone here, send it this way. Summon a drone here and like keep tabs this way. That's another idea. The thing about you have to remember, summoning a drone here, I was gonna say, like, you know, the hunters, the Archdruid hunters are very mobile, right? They're like commando archers or whatever. Like, he's gonna catch my drone. They can move over everything. So it is a bit pointless. Although you have to wonder, like, you see this farm here? What are the odds that he dropped an outpost here? Isn't that possible? Holy shit. But maybe we should just secure, secure the power here, right? We're building our numbers. We have this guy already. We already do outnumber him. Isn't this just overkill? But maybe we can, like, send some group off here and then take the vassal out here. While we're containing him here, you know? That is true. And then what about here? What if I summoned a drone here just to, like, secure victory here? By the way, we need to take this, 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's already 23, 26. It's not possible, but he can do it. Right? 1, 2, 3. 12, and then 15, 18, 21, 20, 24. Yeah, 27. So he can do it. Do I even waste my gold here? Like, if these things attack us... Man, oh man. We're too weak here, that's for sure. Like, we're spread very thin. You know, honestly, guys, I would not recommend playing like this. The only reason I'm able to get away with this is because, you know, imagine if this player, like, if they were, like, aggressive the way I'm being aggressive here. That's the thing about this game, guys. Like, as people improve, even on smaller maps, that's why I like the smaller maps, like small and medium maps. As people get better, the game should actually get longer because you have to be more careful. You can't just do whatever you want. This is crazy what I'm doing. We're very vulnerable back here. I think it might just be overkill, guys. Let's just try this. Do not cast spells, and then who do we move with? Just build up, I guess. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, look at that. We didn't lose anybody. That blight, it's hitting for nothing. Look at that. Great. wow. Okay. Very, very proud of these guys. Fallen Gurok's War Pants. Cure disease. I think we do take this, yeah. Go ahead and take. Okay, now let's wrap this up. So, do I really move here? This guy, he's slow. Look at that, he's really slow. We could get a drone out and like... What if we get the drone out and then send it back in here and we can watch what he's doing? What do you guys think about that? But how helpful is that really? It could be helpful, right? We can see what he's doing and then like see if he embarks. But the thing is, no, we won't see it because say he does move back here. I think that would be a smart choice, right? He moves to take these, maybe. Well, but he has to like... That begs the question, like that remember that 2 hex vision radius once he takes. Do we stand outside of that? Maybe. That might be a good idea, right? That way, like, say he does take, he might feel at ease, like, aha, we've done it. But then we're actually right here, you know? Now, he could be smart about it and drop an animal and then, like, peek. That's true. We can only reach here anyways. And then, like, what's our alternative plan? No matter what he does, maybe we look to hit this next turn, right? So we can hang around here and clear all this. And then man this. This needs to heal. We all need to heal. This guy's hanging. I completely forgot about that. Ooh. What are the odds that... I mean, no, he'll be safe, right? He's safe because we'll just be nearby. He can't, like... That's fine. So... I want to position, like, say we stand here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we stand here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 24, yeah, we can do that. Now, you could also look to base trade. We're kind of like, maybe I'm like going through too many scenarios, right? But what if he just like goes all the way here and then it keeps... But he has no information on what we have, right? That's something to think about. This guy... Yeah, I think I like that. And then here, just keep the merchandise going. Just put it like this, actually. Take a risk here, bolster our forces, maybe. Maybe. Ah, what the hell. Oh, what do we want to do here? We're too poor to build any roads. I think we're just stuck. We're healing. What about here? Now that's still going to go through. What is our plan here? We haven't even thought about this. Good God. 42 minutes. Let's see if we can, like, finish this up. Get some more guys out, and then, like, we want to clear the farm, right? We want to get this thing growing. Clear the farm, at least. It's not too bad. That needs to be cleared, too. Yeah, get some more Night Watchmen out. Do I even bother sending this thing up? Maybe not. It's like, it's too late, right? We were thinking this thing already came over here, so it's too late. Forget it. They need to heal up. Man, that's going to take forever. Are there any, like, melons around? There's some melons up here. Look at that. Go on a melon hunt. Let's just move up here and we'll consider it, right? We'll consider it. That's everything. And then do we keep going like this? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. We're moving towards our class units, right? Get the cost down. And then go into class units. I mean, we could also go into seafaring, but maybe it's like, I'm thinking like seafaring, if he goes down here, then we rush. Then we have that seafaring on. That'll be enough time, right? 1 turn, then 2 turns, say he embarks. Just let him go. Just let him go, and we're a production class. Like, we're Dreadnought. We're pretty... We'll build up, keep building up, keep building up. Just contain him here. Don't waste time with this, maybe. Then the last question is this. Do I really go for a Hound, or... I'm still unsure on that. Maybe it is a bit kind of greedy, thinking, oh, okay, we can get a drone out here and somehow deny, like, a town or a fortress or something. He has hunters, like, just respect the hunters, right? This boosts our forces. We're getting stronger. Like I said, maybe we're getting so strong now, maybe we can split some units off and then go hit this, right? I think so. Okay, guys, I think that's everything. Just check the cities real quick. Yeah. Okay, guys, we'll leave it there, and I will catch you on turn 18.